Yo, 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 yo. 3 minutes, 30 seconds every week. We got a lot to get into. And obviously, I'm always excited about Insider Ties every Friday. Hit the start button and let's go. The first 30 seconds, man, I'm going to stay focused on something that's very serious. And I know, like you, it's very hard to decide whether you're going to donate to a charity, but this is an important cause, and we all should be doing a little bit to help with Hurricane Harvey relief. So, what I did was I sat down and I figured the most kind of trusting place that I could kind of deal with to possibly donate would be PayPal. So I went in and I grabbed the information from PayPal to share with you guys about donating to Hurricane Harvey relief. So go to the website. I'm going to put the link down here. I'm also going to put the link over here on the side for you guys to click on that article and go and read it. And if you want to donate, you just go in and click it and you can donate. Even if you just give your time, or something, if you're down in the Houston area, just go help out. But we had the storm come here through Memphis, and obviously I went over the 30 seconds. But the storm made it, remnants of the storm made it through Memphis yesterday and blew down trees, and a lot of people are without power. So I can only imagine what's happening down there in Houston. So let's get to it. A lot going on in this episode. I'm going to go fast, but as usual, I'm going to put a lot of the information in the cards up here. The first thing I'm getting to is Finish Line. Finish Line had to invoke the poison pill. Now, what does that mean? You guys that are trying to learn more about the sneaker industry and about business, this is a vital piece of information for you to kind of learn about. The poison pill is basically the process of preventing a takeover of your company when someone owns a controlling share of the company. A British or London-based company called Sports Direct actually owns 29.6% of the company, which means that they have the majority share and they could have come in and taken over. The people at the top at Finish Line invoked the poison pill, which means that they can't be taken over at this point. But you know what? That's kind of foul when you think about it, because the people at the top are the ones that screwed up the company. And I said a lot of different things, and I wrote all these different articles, but I can't get a consultation or anything else. And this is the problem with us just being sneakerheads. We don't have as much power or influence as we should have, because we know a lot, and people better start listening to us outside of just listening to people that have the data. All right, so we know Mayweather fought last week, and he wore Adidas. All right, but this is the killer part of it. Under Armour had Tank on the undercard. So, and this one of those things where I've been saying that Under Armour has to do a better job of marketing. When you have Tank Davis, who was the champion but didn't make weight, you got a whole narrative that you can build around the dude. Under Armour has to do a better job, and they got to start capitalizing. I'm putting that article down here. You can click through and read on that. Now, here's one that nobody else is talking about in the sneaker world, and of course, we're always doing things a little bit different here. Nike's using robots to make shoes in the U.S. Now, everybody thinks Nike's dying, Nike's struggling, Nike this. Nike's always looking way ahead of everyone else, and they're doing things that will help them in the future. They made an investment in a company called Grabbit that uses electrostatic technology to pick up pieces and to assemble shoes faster. And they're going to be able to move more of their shoe production to the United States as this becomes more available to them. Now, obviously, I'm not going to hit 3:30 because I really want to get into this Kendrick Lamar thing. Kendrick Lamar is now the face of the Nike Cortez. A while back, I wrote that marketing is a slippery, slippery slope, especially when it comes to influencer marketing. You have companies like, well, not companies, but people on Instagram that are getting paid these ridiculous amounts of money. And this is the interesting thing. When you have these bigger stars, everybody thinks that everything revolves around these stars. And the fact is, it doesn't, because these guys can jump ship at any time. Reebok dumped a lot of money into Kendrick, but I always thought Kendrick is Los Angeles. So Kendrick, by default, is the Nike Cortez, because the Cortez is LA, no matter what anybody wants to say. But it's a very interesting thing. Articles down here. And then the final story, I'm way over 3:30, but I'm glad you guys stuck with me this long. If you did, I know a lot of the viewing is only at 2 minutes or so, but man, try to make it to the end of this stuff. New Balance actually has set up a 3D scanner in a store in Singapore. I see this as the future of what's going to happen with footwear, as everybody begins to try to scan feed and get better measurements. And as they begin to bring the 3D printers into their businesses, it's going to change the way sneakers are sold. Keep your eye on it. That's it. Insider Ties. I'm dropping the phone. I'm all over the place. It's going crazy. It's bananas. That's my recovery. It's over, man. I'll see you guys next week. Too funny. Dropping stuff. Keep it moving. Peace. Episode 60. Subscribe.